Could you survive 24 hours without the internet? No Wi-Fi, no cell service, no GPS, just silence everywhere. Everything you rely on, your job, your money, your connections, gone in an instant. This isn't some distant apocalypse, it's a test of how ready you really are when the network disappears. In this video, we'll walk through those first 24 hours, hour by hour, from the wave of panic to the moment humanity remembers how to live offline. The question isn't just could you survive, it's who would you become without the internet? It's 6 AM and the world is silent. Not the normal peaceful quiet of a sleeping city, but an empty, hollow quiet. The global network is down. For the next 24 hours, everything you've built your life around is just gone. This is what you would see on that first day, a day where your digital skills are worthless and your real-world readiness is all that matters. Could you survive? The average person spends well over 6.5 hours online every single day. We work, play, connect. We live in a world built on fibre optics and radio waves. As of this year, more than 5.5 billion people, nearly 70% of humanity, are online. It's the central nervous system of our civilization. And at 6:01 AM on a Tuesday, that nervous system suffers a catastrophic failure. It isn't a regional issue like the major cloud outages we've seen that can ground airlines or freeze bank systems for hours. This is different. This is global. Every major server and network node goes dark. The silence isn't just in your apartment, it's everywhere. What follows is an hour-by-hour account of what happens when the digital world just vanishes. This isn't just about missing social media, it's about the collapse of the systems we take for granted and the battle inside your own mind when the constant stream of information is finally cut off. The first question is practical. What do you do now? But the more terrifying question is psychological. Who are you without this network? Hour 1, 6 AM to 7 AM. That first hour, it's all denial. You think it's your Wi-Fi. You reset the router, you pop out the SIM card, you restart the phone. Nothing. Your smart assistant is a dead hunk of plastic. The thermostat drops to default. Your plans to check the news, weather and email die instantly. And that's when anxiety hits. Subtle at first. Your brain, conditioned for that morning hit of notifications, starts to itch. Internet withdrawal is real. Studies link it to spikes in anxiety and agitation. You just want to check one more time. Maybe it's back. It isn't. Outside things look the same, but feel different. You see a neighbour sitting in his car paralysed. His GPS doesn't work. He doesn't even know how to get to work. The skills we outsource to the cloud are suddenly gone. If this happened right now, what's the first offline skill you'd need to rely on, or wish you still remembered? Comment below. Hour 2. Denial turns to confusion. You turn on the TV. No signal. You try the radio. Static. Even though traditional radio waves still exist, most modern stations rely on internet-based studio links, so many have gone silent. Your phone can't call anyone. Even emergency cellular routing depends on data networks. You can't reach your family. You can't reach work. Your job, cloud-based, email-driven, is gone. So you grab your wallet. Cash suddenly matters again. At the ATM, a small crowd stares at a dead screen. The digital banking system has frozen. Credit, debit, online payment, all useless. The economic engine of the world just seized in hours. Hour 3, 8 AM to 9 AM. The streets are quieter now. The few people outside have a nervous energy. At the local bank, tellers can't access accounts. Systems are down. It's not just inconvenience, it's paralysis. Psychological things worsen. That restless check my phone reflex keeps firing. You feel it physically. This is classic digital withdrawal. your brain demanding the stimulation it's been trained to crave. You realise you don't even know how to navigate your own city without a map. Hour 4, 9 to 10 am. You walk to a coffee shop. It's open, barely. The owner is taking cash only, scribbling orders by hand. But something new is happening. People are talking. Strangers share rumour of a cyber attack, a solar flare, a government blackout. No one knows. But sharing the uncertainty feels good. Your mind, used to 1,000 digital inputs, struggles to focus on face-to-face conversation. Still, something human is starting to re-emerge. Hour 5, 10 to 11. The lack of new information is maddening. We're so used to instant answers that the void itself becomes terrifying. Your body reacts. Tension headaches, pacing, restlessness. It's withdrawal in physical form. You head home. The silence is heavy. But then you notice things. Birds, buildings, the sound of wind. You're suddenly aware of reality in a way you haven't been for years. You pick up a physical book. It's hard to focus at first, but slowly you start to calm down. For the first time today, you feel a flicker of control. Hour 7, 12 to 1 p.m. You're hungry. Delivery apps are gone, so you walk to the store. The lights run on backup power. Scanners are dead. Teenagers with calculator handle every transaction in cash. People are panic buying. Water, canned food, batteries. Civilization's veneer is paper thin. How much cash food would you actually have if digital payments stopped for a full day? Be honest. Drop your answer in the comments. Hour 8, 1 to 2 p.m. You return home. It's quiet. You start thinking about who you are without your online identity. Your work, social life, even your self-esteem, all tied to your digital presence. Now that's gone. This kind of forced introspection hits hard. Studies show that early stages of digital detox often increase loneliness before clarity sets in. You're feeling that emptiness right now. Hour 9, 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. You decide to act. You build a community bulletin board outside your building, a literal analog network. Sections for need help, can offer help, news and rumours, and missing persons. At first no one responds. Then an elderly woman posts a note needing help picking up medication. A young man writes below, "I can do this." In that moment, the first offline network is reborn, built on ink, paper and trust. Hour 10, 3 to 4 p.m. The board explodes with life, people trading goods, sharing news, helping each other. Someone posts updates from a shortwave radio, one of the few reliable communication tools left. You feel purpose again. Taking proactive steps in crisis reduces anxiety, a fact psychologists know well. You're no longer a victim of the outage, you're a part of the solution. Your neighbours have become your network. If your city went offline, who in your real life could you count on first? Friends, family or neighbours? Let's see your answers in the comments. 5 to 6 p.m. As dusk falls, people gather outside. Kids play in the streets. Someone gets an old analog radio working, static filled but alive. There's music again. The world hasn't ended. It's just quieter. The urge to check your phone is gone. After 12 hours, you're starting to feel free. Hour 13, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Candlelight dinner. Simple soup, no recipe videos, no background noise. The first time in years you're completely present in a single task. The silence reveals just how much mental noise the internet brings. The constant pressure to respond, react, and consume. Now it's just you and your thoughts. It's peaceful, but confronting. Hour 14, 7 to 8 p.m. You pick up that novel again, and this time you can focus. You fall into deep reading, the kind that feels like time travel. Your brain is remembering how to concentrate again. Hour 15, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. A knock on the door. It's your neighbour, David, with a guitar. He offers to trade a song for a board game. Soon you're playing Scrabble by candlelight while we play soft acoustic music. You talk about life, work, fears. It's strange, intimate and real. This is the human connection the internet promised, but never quite actually delivered. Hour 16, 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. Look out of your window. Families talking, couples dancing, people reading. The city glows in candlelight instead of screens. No blue light, no insomnia. Tonight, you feel naturally sleepy. It's the calmest you felt in years. Hour 19, 12 a.m. to 1 a.m. You can't sleep. Your mind races. What if this is permanent? Power grids, water systems, hospitals, they all rely on communication networks. Most have local backups and offline controls. But for how long could they last without coordination? This is the fear of the unknown, the final stage of withdrawal from the world's digital lifeline. Hour 20 to 22, 1 a.m. to 4 a.m. A neighbour's cry jolts you awake. A man is having a heart attack. No hospital app, no digital dispatch, but traditional landline emergency numbers might still work, if you have one. You don't. You and your neighbours act. One's a medical student, another has a car, another finds a rolling chair. Together you improvise a rescue and get the man to a hospital. The emergency department is in chaos, but operational, running on backup generators and paper charts. Doctors and nurses are doing everything manually, and it's working. You help save a life without technology. That's real survival. Hour 23 to 24. 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. You watch the sunrise, exhausted but alive. You learn that survival isn't about gear, it's about mindset, community, and adaptability. You post one last note on that bulletin board. Neighbours safe at hospital, thank you everyone. Then, at 6:01 a.m, your phone buzzes. The internet is back. A flood of notifications, screens lighting up across the city. It's as overwhelming as the silence was calming. If you were in this situation and then everything came back online right now, would you immediately dive back in, or would you stay offline a little longer? Leave your honest answer in the comments. The return of the digital world is both a relief and a shock. You feel the pull, the need to scroll, to catch up, but also hesitation. The past 24 hours revealed how fragile modern life really is. We've outsourced our skills, memories, and even our relationships to the cloud. But when the cloud vanished, what served you wasn't bandwidth, it was people. A total outage would cause chaos, but it might also be the reset that we need. A reminder to build resilience, learn real-world skills, and reconnect with what's real. Thanks for tuning in. The best place to find all of our content, both videos and podcasts, is on YouTube, where we drop everything first. Just search But the Internet Said. And don't forget to like and subscribe.